Alright, so now that you've seen the finished product of what Destiny Islands became, this is sort of the behind the scenes of how we came up with
build vlog.
Basically the scale, I guess, and sort of our design choices. We're no expert builders, but we're trying. Within the limitations of Minecraft anyways, we're trying. So we started out with the little outcrop island over here, and the scale we sort of based this on was walking time. So like the amount of time it would take for you to walk from one side of that to pretty much the other side is about the same amount of time it would take you to do that in the actual game, instead of basing it off of the scale of, like, let's say Sora was a Minecraft character. Then everything in the first time we had built this island was based on that scale. Yeah, and it made the island feel extremely small now that we looked at it after 5 years.
Yeah, when we first got on it, we were like, yeah, I just played Kingdom Hearts and this feels like tiny. So we upped the scale a little bit by trying to make it feel the same instead of necessarily be built to Sora's. We tried to build it to Sora's point of view instead of building it off of, like, saying, oh, Sora's 2 blocks and he's 1 block wide. So now we'll see how many Soras everything is, which I think was what we did the first time.
Yeah.
And it made it, like, really... It's, like, weirdly tall and skinny, as opposed to being, like, actually feeling like you're in Destiny Islands. And then, of course, we've got limitations, like, with the trees. You know, the trees suck on both times, but they suck now. They sucked worse before, because there's nothing we can do about it. This is Minecraft. So yeah. we have the limitation of what Minecraft is possible within Minecraft. We kind of took what Destiny Islands is, and we used our own sort of Minecraft build philosophy to try and make it seem like, to make it feel like you're in Destiny Islands, even if it's not actually the same.
Yeah, so the trees are definitely more luscious on these, like, palm trees and coconut trees than they are in the game. I actually kind of enjoy that look a lot more. It gives it, like, a thicker, thicker foliage.
It feels tropical.
Yeah.
It feels like an island. And, I mean, so we got the bridge, we got this wall over here is impossible. You know, it's...
Yeah, there's a lot of details on that wall that are not possible. But we did our best.
Can't be done.
That might not be the final version. We might figure out something to do with it. But as for this build session, that's what the wall looks like. Some fences around here. Some foliage here and there. And then I personally did the shack and the door. And
while I was over there doing the
save point.
He's over here.
There's some little holes in the roof that you can see. There's nothing in the chest. And then you got the staircase, like in the game, that takes you up to here.
Without the loading screen.
Oh. Without the loading screen. No loading screens in this. But that's pretty much it for this build.
Fully rendered.
Wow. For the first build session. So we're going to cut to the second build session now.
English.
Okay, so this is part 2 of the little build log. This is where we have stopped before recording this part. So we've got obviously the tree stump. We've got sort of the start of the left platform area.
Yeah, that
over
part's
here.
Annoying.
We got some trees. We got nice foliage. This area though by the waterfall is already my favorite. Maybe because it's the most done so far, but I mean it looks really good in its current state right now.
So far we feel like this is much better than 5 years ago, and we're doing it like 3 times as fast. And
very, very true.
Yeah.
As for the secret place, right now the secret place is just a little hole just to give us sort of an idea
of what... This is basically
what...
like everybody's first Minecraft base right here.
That's basically just an idea of what it looks like, since when we went behind the back here, it was just sunlight coming through, so it was sort of a better idea of what's gonna come from that. Not much has changed about anything else. The only thing I really did was I put grass under this palm tree over here just to make it a little different. I need to probably do the same for the other palm trees over here, and there's a little lighting glitch.
Yeah, no, I think it's just the leaves.
Is it?
I think the leaves are just doing that.
Oh no, I removed that one. Let's see if
or is it just
comes back.
Okay,
it's just a glitch.
You know, whatever. It's fine. It's It was a glitch. Okay.
There we go. Now it looks a little better.
Yeah, so we did this. We did the start of this. This is probably what we're about to do too in a little bit. But this is this fucking platform over here is like at a weird angle. So we left that alone for now. We went over here and tried to finish all this stuff. We got the tree is all done. The pathway is all done. This room in here is done. With the
gotta get in the room.
Oh, go look at that cloth in there. It's a cloth.
That's
game accurate.
Game accurate.
Waterfalls are the same. We Newrockku put some cobwebs down here to appear as steam, I guess, from the waterfall.
Yep.
Built all the tree, made all the logs look like better. Started to do the leaves. Obviously, we haven't finished them. We're doing them a little better than last time. Last time we just put like a layer of like maybe 3 high leaves all around the top, and it looked like shit. We're gonna actually build the top of the island this time, and that's pretty much it. That's all we've done, I guess.
Yeah, not much has changed.
I mean, a lot has changed, but
I mean,
last time none of the
not
stuff
much about
left
part
existed.
1 has changed. It's more of the
but all the stuff we added.
All right, part 3. All right, so for video update 3, we've built pretty much the entire front half of the island. Looks pretty good.
Yeah,
looks real good.
I think we were stupid the first time.
These boats aren't floating anymore.
Oh yeah, because I kind of terraformed all the sand down here.
There we go. There's our boats. Yes, we've got all the different plants and trees and even the little palm trees that come out of the leaves here. The backside is obviously, since we said we're done with the front half, not done.
Haven't done
Looks
anything
like
on the backside.
Garbage. You can see there's the secret place right there. So I don't think that was in the last update. So
it wasn't.
We're gonna go into this nice shady area next to the waterfall. Boom, secret place.
Oh.
Gonna keep on going in here. It gets a little dark, and then whoa, magic. So in the game, there's sort of like you can sort of like see the sunlight from there,
some leaves or something, but
it's like painted there. If you go look at it, why the fuck is this mushroom here? But basically, this is what we did for the secret place. We got the mushroom here. It sometimes grows other mushrooms, but we can't really do that. I'd put some stones for decoration, just to make it a little bit more interesting in here. And that's just cyan hardened clay and dark oak for roots. And the door that goes to darkness.
Oh, it does literally.
Okay. Yep. So that's the secret place.
I wasn't in here when he did that. Okay.
Yeah, that was like the first thing I did. So yeah, that's pretty much.
So we finished the tree. The tree wasn't done last time. We finished the tree. We did this whole platform over here. This bitch ass angled platform.
Yep. Actually, we do have the clothesline that goes across this. I don't know how we're gonna achieve that.
I don't know how we're gonna achieve that, or the zip line either, but we'll think about it while we're doing other stuff.
If we come up with a way, we'll show you.
Yeah, and then obviously we did all the goddamn foliage over the top. That took ages. It always does.
All of it was placed by hand.
Yeah, we actually made it try and look like the island this time, because last time it just looked pretty terrible.
If I fly up a little bit, you can see some of the terraforming. There's multiple layers of it. You can kind of make it out over there, but you can definitely see the first 3 or 4 or 5 layers.
Right here as well, where I stopped for this half of the island, because I terraformed, like, to make the island actually island-shaped, but I stopped here because we're going to build the back half of the island before I continue all the way around doing it. That also took fucking ages.
So that's pretty much what we did for Update 3. Update 4 is going to be probably not the finished one, but it's probably just going to be most
like
of the
halfway through the
back land or something like that. I don't know.
Halfway
You'll find out
back.
right now. So, this is what the back part of the island looks like at this moment.
So far.
Basically, we built the back wall of the wooden wall over here to get us a starting point, and we're sort of going based off of that. And
which also, this is the first time we noticed we were working on this brush over here to the left of the wall, that the backside of Destiny Islands in Kingdom Hearts is absolutely not even the same rendering of the world as the front side, because none of this shit is even here on the front half of the island, and on the front half of the island as well, from over here, there's no sand. There's not this fence, none of this fence or this purple shit or this sand underneath the brush is visible from the front side, but from the back side it looks like this. So we're kind of having to mix the two together, because it doesn't seem like in the actual game of Kingdom Hearts that the whole entire island is ever rendered at the same time.
Yeah. So some things aren't going to be like completely accurate, like when we do all the leaves and stuff at the top. We're probably going to still be able to see the massive pile of leaves from the front side tree,
Even
but
though
that's just going to have to happen
in the game. Yeah.
And
also,
then sort of the like island being at a 45 degree.
It's basically entirely a 45 degree angle. And then this back wall over here is even worse. It's not even a 45 degree angle. We just started doing that, but then we remembered we said we'd take a progress update about halfway through. So what we got left is just the back beach with the bay and the boat and all the trees and the one ramp. Interestingly enough, where this hole is that you would go through to get to the front half of the island is somehow a straight shot to the front of the island to the other side of the hole. That was, miraculously interesting to find out. We have no idea what's inside there, so we'll probably just improvise. Also, we have no idea what the fuck's gonna be over here on this side of the island, because you can't see any of it. So this is going to have to be a lot of improvising, which, if you want to see how improvising is going to work, we already improvised a little tiny bit inside this little building in here, because you never go inside this building in the game, so we just made some stuff in here to make it look like it was still part of Destiny Islands, even though we just made it up. So we're probably going to give the same treatment, just the Hollix Gaming build whatever the fuck we want treatment to the inside of that cave and to the other side of the island over here.
Yeah. But they've probably already seen that in the finished...
Yeah, that's true.
In the finished island. I don't know. We haven't actually made that yet, because
island's
obviously
not
we're
finished.
recording these before the finished product. We're not, like, building it entirely and then tearing it down and being like, oh, progress update.
Yeah, no, this is actually as we're building it. This is you'll see this either in a different video or after the finished product, but this is...
one other thing, though, before
during building
we do that. Whatever progress update this is, I think this is 3. I don't know. We'll find...
Actually, I think it's 4.
This is 4. In between 3 and 4, I messed around with looking for miniature heads. And so these are the 3 that we've used in the island so far.
We haven't used that one.
So we used this one. This is apparently a globe. It's a globe variant. I don't know. It doesn't look like a globe. There is a better globe one, but that's supposed to be a globe. For the Paupu fruit, since there's not a star fruit that somebody has made, we're doing lemons, and I'll show you the tree in a second. And then for the seesaw over Here we used the little miniature log, and there's not really one that I could find that was like the log tilted on its side.
It looks nothing. So, yeah, it's like looks nothing like it, but that's the absolute best we can do in Minecraft.
I just wanted something there so it looked like it was being supported. But yeah, for this Palpu tree though, it looks so much better.
Yeah, we use the
it's so much better,
instead, and it's.
And then there's the egg.
It's pretty sweet
up there.
We may like throw like a log like down here and a log over here as well eventually.
Yeah, if we can figure out something that isn't an actual just log. I don't know. We'll mess around, and you probably already know what we did, but we don't. So we're gonna figure stuff out.
We're gonna finish the back. We're gonna finish the back of this island right now.
Yep.
All right.
So, the island, I think at this point, is done.
Yeah, we just
except for just the terraforming. But as for the actual island itself, if I put these boats back.
Oh yeah, the boats kind of they run away.
Keep messing with water, and they do stuff.
So what he means by terraforming is the only thing that we have left is to make sure that all the sand underneath the island is done. But besides that, I'm pretty sure that we have finished everything, so we're just chilling on the front half. But if we just go ahead and fly over the top of these leaves we just finished putting down, and we're at the finished backside of the island that we finally did. It's not... Okay, so it's all at this weird angle, so it's not necessarily absolutely 100% accurate, and of course we already talked about the fact that these trees, we changed the way these trees look just because it looks better. If we're taking Minecraft liberties to make this look like a good Minecraft map and not just like Destiny Islands, but it's pretty much, it feels almost exactly the same as far as like travel time for if you're running across all of this stuff. It's the same, you know, the tower's the same height, all the platforms are the same width apart, roughly. So it's basically the same kind of feel.
And just basic limitation things that we can't do without making a very ugly thing going from the tower to there.
There's no string that we can do. Like the boat, we were gonna do banners for the sail, but it's impossible at this angle. So I just built a sail. I just organic to sail. This tower is impossible to do. We may have already talked about that. I don't remember.
Probably. We got some trickery going on and some little details added on. Like
we got
this sand where like the boulder was moved over for the mushroom. We've got coconuts in the trees. There's only 3 green coconuts or yellow coconuts, whatever the correct terminology is. I don't remember where all 3 are. Are they there?
Yeah, there's 3 of them in here. The rest of them are all brown.
What else did we...
All this vegetation. So, we haven't figured out a way to do the star on top of the tree, and we may not. It may just have to stay gold block. But, for the cave, I actually went in here and I built a cave. A straight-up cave for passing between these 2 points. So that there's actually something in here and not just a straight fucking hole. And then over here, on this side of the island, where you can't see any of this in the game at all, we pretty much made all this up just out of nothing, this whole side of the island. So we
gave it sort of a feel of what we thought might be on here, or just what we wanted to put on here.
We used the palette of the rest of the island and just kind of made some random decoration elements and shaped the wall to be not just a sheer rock face, all that kind of stuff. We also had to go up here and fill in the top of the leaves because you can't see any of this in the game either, so we just kind of terraformed some leaves up there to make it look like leaves. And the backside of the tree. The backside of the tree you can't see in the game either. So I had to try to make the back
half of the island. I
had to try to make the back half of the tree.
Can't. in the game.
Yeah,
you're
you
not
can't
supposed to be
see
able
it,
to see it,
which is
but-
impossible. If it was one island, it would be impossible for you not to see it from the back side of the island. So that's just how it is. It's just how it has to be.
Unless
There's
there's
no-
more to the island between this wooden wall. That
Yeah,
we
which
just don't know about.
we don't know about. Yeah, if there was, which no, there can't be because the wall isn't that thick. But I don't know. I don't know what they did for the rendering in the game to make it that weird. But it's kind of like the rendering. Like I said last time, that the rendering of the game is rendered in two different parts. Like it's the front of the island and then the back of the island, and those two locations are not actually the same island in Kingdom Hearts, is what it seems like. It seems like it's two separate levels that they've built out, and that's why you go through the loading screen to get there. So I don't think that we could have done it any better than this, because it didn't seem to actually be one island in Kingdom Hearts 1. It may be one island in later games, like Dream Drop Distance or something like that, but we're building off of Kingdom Hearts 1, so we did the best we could.
Yeah, and this is sort of a sneak peek of what the inside of the island looks like. We put this hardened green clay around where the leaves are, just to give it sort of a barrier so you're not looking straight through a bunch of leaves. Command blocks, just to give us more of our props, and I put in just some letters in here in case we wanted to use them. What else we got? You can see sort of where everything is located within the map. So the secret place is pretty much located technically directly under the tree.
Yeah, it's
guess.
inside the tree.
Here's the cave connecting the two halves of the island. The waterfall would be right there. You can see sort of the light shafts that we've got going to the top, so we can have some natural light in those areas without doing some weird trickery. I think that's really it, though.
That's pretty much the whole island.
Anything else? And then this is just our portion that we built, the inside of it. Nothing special, just a bunch of water here.
So the only thing we have left to do is we're going to go down around the outside of the island. If you want to come back out here for a second.
Yep, I'm out on the front.
Okay, I'm over here on the side that we built. Yep.
Yeah.
You see
as we're going
all
over
of
here,
this.
though, really quick, that's how I got the rope. Boom.
Yeah, anyways, you can see right here where we had just laid a pallet of sand, this whole flat fucking block of shit right here. This is what we have to fix now. We're going to go through this whole block and make it look more like it does over here in this area where we've already started terraforming, so that the whole island looks like its own little thing, and then that will be the map, and it will probably be available for download, and it will probably actually work this time as opposed to last time.
It will not be located in a desert, I promise you.
It won't be located in a desert biome from lazy young
here's
Newrockku.
Here's our logs for collecting. I don't think I showed those off. There's one, and then it's the location for two. I was gonna do the fish, but there's no way to permanently get them to spawn. You can just get them to spawn for a long time via command blocks, but eventually they still go away. So not gonna deal with that. Obviously we showed that, and the Palpoo fruits. I think we're done showing things off now.
Yeah, I think we're done. Everything else will be in the main video. This is end of build log. Build log over.
Bye-bye.
Later.